right from the domestic level to the waste service provider, to the county governments in terms of how to deal with our landfills, which are an eyesore everywhere. The Dandora landfill that we have here. We have countless young people, and for lack of a better term, I would call them the landfill community. Young people who are always scavenging and ravaging through the likes of Dandora dump sites. We can convert that into an economic, an income-generating activity for them in collaboration with recyclers and different players to have our country move from linear to circular economy. On the question of carbon credits, my take is that we have a huge opportunity lying under the carbon trading practice. We might not have explored it to our greatest potential. The first place to start is to start with a policy on carbon trading, and being that we are having a discussion here with a parliamentary committee, I think it's a direction that we need to take, because as we talk about climate action, we must explore alternative sources of funding. Because when we talk about, they call it the just transition, for example, going 100% green, it calls for resources, it calls for technology, and carbon trading is one source of, potential source of funding that we need to explore. I know certain entities like Kenyans are already successfully trading in carbon, and certain non-governmental organizations. We have a lot to learn. And to actualize this, because it is possible for us to do this. Honorable Lesuda, Kirisia forest actually is a very good example of communities taking part in, contributing to restoration of our natural resources. The participatory forest management is a very potent and important consideration, particularly with regard to community forests, which are under the county governments. Either through the PELIS process, where with close monitoring, awareness creation, and good collaboration between the Kenya Forest Service and the communities organized through community forest associations, this is possible, where then we will be having a symbiotic relationship between the government in terms of communities participating in enhancing our tree and forest cover, while at the same time getting tangible benefits from forest resources. The question of corruption, it is real, and the President has made a clear declaration of a very ambitious tree planting exercise, which I think is the way to go, and an increase of funding to the Ministry of Environment. I will be keen, as the Cabinet Secretary once confirmed, charged with this very critical docket, to make sure that there is strict adherence to the procedures that are there to make sure that we have proper accountability and proper use of resources. And we will be moving from tree planting to tree growing. So we have to come up with a sustainable model where we are not planting trees and moving away, but growing, including how the trees will be nurtured to maturity. And I want to promise Kenyans that under my watch and guard, there will be tangible and visible results in this area. Again, we have KEFRI, KEFRI is involved with a lot of research into making sure that even as we embark on tree planting and tree growing, we will be doing species matching, so that we don't do haphazard kind of tree growing across the country, making sure that different ecological zones are matched with tree species that can actually thrive in the particular areas. Honorable Gikaria, Yes, climate change is real. I have said that.